Top 15 cool things about orcas. Although their name would suggest otherwise, killer whales, also known as orcas, are generally thought to be gentle giants of the sea. Free Willy and other whale-centric films have managed to brand orcas as some of the friendliest marine mammals, and films like the controversial Blackfish shed light on how they're mistreated in captivity. But in reality, orcas can be brutal and ferocious, hunting everything from small fish to seals and dolphins. Since orcas are extremely intelligent, they often use their developed communication skills and carnivorous instincts to dominate the ocean as apex predators. A group of aggressive orcas have the collective power to take down almost any threat, including humans. Many may simply attribute orcas' bloodthirsty tendencies to their natural instincts rather than any inherent sadistic preferences. While plenty of people fear sharks, perhaps these seemingly friendly marine mammals are the true unrecognized threat of the sea. Here are the 15 coolest and weirdest things about orcas. Let's dive into the video. Number 1. They can hunt and eat the largest creatures on Earth. Given their aggression and facility with hunting all manner of dangerous or wily aquatic creatures, scientists have long wondered, can orcas kill and eat full-grown blue whales? It was an open and unsettled debate for years until a team of researchers published a paper revealing that not only can killer whales successfully hunt blue whales, but these researchers actually witnessed orcapods doing exactly that in 3 separate instances. Number 2. Even great white sharks can be victims. In May of 2017, 4 carcasses of great white sharks washed up on the beaches of South Africa. It wasn't long before orcas became the primary suspects in these bizarre incidents. Each of the sharks sustained brutal damage to their livers and testicles. The former of these, which was removed from all 4 sharks, is known to possess essential nutrients for orcas, providing a possible reason for the meticulous attack. Number 3. They often target whale calves. While most large whales tend to live off of small fish like krill, orcas sometimes hunt the offspring of their close relatives, bowhead whales. They usually do so by assailing a calf and its mother as a group, aiming to separate the mother and child. They'll then attack the calf by either ramming it or holding it underwater. While the bowhead mother is sometimes successful in saving her baby, this is sadly not always the case. Number 4. One whale was responsible for 3 human casualties. In 2013, the documentary Blackfish premiered and permanently altered the public's perception of captive orcas. For decades, the orcas of SeaWorld were the primary draw for the zoo amusement park hybrid. Unfortunately, the prison-like nature of the orcas' captivity led to a total breakdown for one of their star orcas, Tilikum. Tilikum was the subject of the documentary and made national news after killing one of his trainers. Tilikum was responsible for 3 fatalities in his lifetime. The first was an employee at a now-defunct marine park known as Sealand, a place where Tilikum was kept in appalling conditions. He was eventually sold to SeaWorld to play the role of Shamu, and it was there that he claimed his next 2 victims. One was Don Branchew, a star orca trainer at the park. Captivity-induced stress is believed to be the cause of Tilikum's aggressive behavior, and SeaWorld has since put an end to their orca breeding program. Number 5. Dolphins can also be targets. While dolphins are agile creatures, they're no match for the hunting instincts of a pack of hungry orcas. Orcas will stun dolphins by slamming into them at full speed, giving them an opportunity to grab hold of the dolphin before it can regain its bearings and swim away. Number 6. They often jettison their prey out of the water. Orcas have been documented flinging their prey into the air with their powerful tails. Some estimates claim that an orca can fling a seal some 80 feet into the air. Number 7. They hunt in packs. Orcas are incredibly skilled hunters who use different tactics for different prey. They often use their teeth, tails, and brute strength to attack their prey, and each individual in a pod of orcas helps in the hunt with their own special methods. The matriarch, usually the largest, will deliver the most powerful blows to the victim, while the smaller whales block off possible escape routes. Number 8. Some like to stalk fishing boats and steal their catches. In the frigid waters off the coast of Alaska, orcas and humans often come into conflict. This phenomenon is relatively new and involves orcas stalking fishing boats for prey. The whales have learned to take advantage of the massive netfuls of cod and halibut that fishermen work to capture, often stealing these trappings for themselves. Number 9. They're second only to humans in population size. Orcas' large numbers make them a substantial threat to sea life. In fact, they're the most widely distributed mammals besides humans. They can survive in either oceans or seas, and they adapt to virtually any climate, living in the warm waters near the equator or the frigid waters at the poles. Orcas also travel according to their food supply. While they're numerous, the orca population is actually decreasing steadily. Southern resident whales, a subspecies of orcas, are considered endangered by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Number 10. They will annihilate seals even if they're not in the water. Seals in the Antarctic often seek refuge on floating chunks of ice, but orcas sometimes use this habit to their advantage. Orcas will swim towards the ice floe at full speed, building up a wave that splashes over the ice and knocks the unsuspecting seal into the water. Orcas have also shown that they can hunt seals who are relaxing on sandy beaches. While this is a tricky maneuver and they may get beached, orcas seem to have mastered this technique. Number 11. They enjoy the privileges of being apex predators. Orcas have been known to pick fights with blue whales for no reason besides sheer thrill. While they don't intend to eat the whale, they apparently find amusement in antagonizing other larger marine mammals. Number 12. They can travel up to 35 miles per hour. Because of orcas' size and strength, their species is one of the fastest group of marine mammals on Earth. They can travel up to 35 miles per hour, and they use this speed to tire out larger animals like blue whales. Orcas also rush pods of dolphins surrounding them on all sides and flipping them out of the water to demobilize them. A whale biologist at Fisheries and Oceans, Canada, explains that approaching an animal with an open mouth would create tremendous drag on an orca's lower jaw, especially with the speeds at which orcas travel. That's why the rush and ram method is a more efficient and effective option. Number 13. One Native American legend portrays orcas as vengeful predators. While some native cultures paint orcas as healing spirits, at least one legend portrays the whales as far more vengeful. The legend follows Natkitlaneh, a man with the power to bring his wood carvings to life. After his carving of an orca is animated, the two search for adventure on the high seas. There they find Natkitlaneh's brother-in-law, a man who had punished Natkitlaneh in the past. The whale destroys his brother-in-law's canoe, leaving him in a nameless grave beneath the waves. Natkitlaneh banned the orca from ever hurting another person again, and Tlingit tribe largely believe this is the reason that orcas rarely attack people in the ocean. Number 14. They're camouflaged to sneak up on prey more easily. The coloring of orcas effectively camouflages them from prey. Their light undersides and dark tops makes them less likely to be spotted in water. The Center for Whale Research compares their coloring to military airplanes. The black and white colors are also broken up in such a way that they look smaller and considerably less intimidating to prey. Number 15. They can outsmart humans. Orcas have the second largest brains among all ocean mammals. Scientists found that orcas are able to teach their young hunting techniques and behaviors that can last for multiple generations. A research foundation found that while orcas have less gray matter than humans, which accounts for memory and thought processes, they have large myelinated axons which carry nerve impulses. The bigger the axon, the faster the nerve impulses travel. You should always know this.